So just for a moment, I want you to think about if you had to do your job, but every time you had to walk somewhere, you ran. You'd be very tired by the end of the day, and that is exactly why paramedics don't. We would be running all day, and not only are we running, we would be running with equipment. So we're carrying bags and machines and drugs and oxygen and all these things. Sometimes we're going upstairs, sometimes we're going through all sorts of things because we go to all sorts of places. And if every time we ran, we would be very tired. We would probably trip over a whole bunch of stuff. And the real reason is that when we get to you, we're going to be out of breath. We're going to get to you and we're like, so what happened? And now our bodies are full of adrenaline. We're not thinking, we're not processing, we're not observing, which is what we need to do when we're entering a home or when we're seeing a patient. So that is exactly why you don't see paramedics running, is because if we were to run everywhere, we'd get you and we would be exhausted. And by the end of the day, we'd be even extra exhausted because we'd probably go to, depending on where you're working, what you're doing, 6, 12, maybe even like 18 calls in a 12-hour shift. And if I had to get out of my ambulance every single time, grab my equipment, and if we were to run into every single person's house, you can imagine how tired we would be. It also, when we get there, like I was saying earlier, is that we're going to be huffing and puffing and full of our own adrenaline, which is going to make it hard for us to think. So it doesn't help us to get there fast. And also, if we did run, we might save a couple of seconds, and a couple of seconds is not really going to make a big difference in a whole lot of things. What really makes a big difference is how long we take to get to you, how long we spend on scene, and how long we take to get to hospital. The biggest impact actually being how long we spend on scene with the patient, because sometimes things can take a very long time and that has a huge delay. So I hope that helps explain why paramedics don't run.